What was your like first date spot at UGA?
My first date spot?
What was your like go-to first date spot?
I know.
Mine was whole deck. Top
Oh
floor.
yeah. Oh yeah. 'Cause I didn't know. I thought it was a trick question. I was gonna say like the back of his car, like picnic.
Whoa.
To look at stars.
Yeah, not like creepy. No, my bad.
Welcome back to another episode of the Levity podcast. I'm your host, Luigi, and my other host, Mario. And we have a very familiar guest today. His name is Tony. And we have a brand new face today.
Hey.
He goes by Andy Nee.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you said it right. Why you sound so nervous? Like we don't know each other.
I got nervous.
Yeah, they're strong men.
Yeah, but we've known each other for a long time, since like college or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's been like years since we know each other. Like you were like the president of like VSA. We went to UGA or whatnot.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
like part of like the powerlifting club.
That's so funny, huh? He was mad because he couldn't get in.
Yeah,
I got in.
He did get in.
Yeah, so him and Tony were like two of the strongest people within the powerlifting club
no,
at the time.
No. That's some strong motherfuckers in there.
But yeah, am I missing anything? Did I leave out anything in particular? Oh, now you're working like like cybersecurity with like cloud or whatnot too. So yeah, just a little brief introduction.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we weren't really in the powerlifting team. I dragged Andy out. I was like,
Oh, was your idea?
No, so I went into the club and everyone there was so pretentious. Like so pretentious.
Do you want to tell him how we first met?
Yeah. He hated me when he first met
I
me.
didn't hate him. He has the wrong idea.
See, he always says that because he
No,
said
he
I hated him
He
too.
actually did. So basically, I joined the club, and these powerlifting clubs, they would have like powerlifting team sessions, right?
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
they reserve a rack.
Yeah.
And then you just work out with everyone.
rack?
It was
For
like
a
two.
whole club?
It was like two.
No, we were assholes. Like UJ have like 5 racks in the back in the gym, and like we would take up pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
And
It would be
sometimes
powerlifting club.
people would be there and not even work out. They just be there to talk,
Yeah.
and they just sit there for like 4 hours.
And they took up the whole rack.
Yeah.
All
shit.
3
of
or
them.
4 or 5,
Yeah.
maybe all the whole area.
Oh.
People used to get so pissed.
And I joined the team because I had a good bench, but everything else was like weak.
Okay.
Because I didn't really power lift. And then on the back of my phone, I had a Barbell Brigade sticker. And Andy and then a couple other powerlifters was like, "Bro, dominate humbly over here." And I was like,
Okay. I did not hate him. Get some context here. He's trying to make me out like a bad person. I did not hate him. It was just like, like whenever you kind of like rag on your friends,
Yeah.
or like people you like. At least that's how I like.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
Yeah.
That's how the interaction with everyone. They used to rag on me too for.
No, we pick on each other because we care, dude.
Yeah, well, it's not care. It's just kind of funny. He's like, but I guess it wasn't funny to him. So
I had a strong disposition and hatred for the powerlifting team.
yeah,
I was bad at every lift, but whenever I benched, I was like,
Yo, you're good, Barquan. You good?
I was like, oh,
That's what you're saying.
they're not ready. They're not ready. So
So you couldn't beat him, so you joined him.
no,
So I couldn't get a fucking squat rack, so you just joined
I
the
beat their
club.
bench.
Yeah, yeah.
I hated squatting and deadlifting back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he, like,
And then I was like, fuck this.
We're like, damn, this man's strong. He's like, you do anything else?
He's a one-trick pony.
No.
Yeah.
And then slowly, I think as me and Andy got closer, we stopped going to the powerlifting team and we started doing other things, just working out, playing
But you guys
basketball.
met through the powerlifting club?
We met
No.
through there, but we got close through like
VSA and stuff.
VSA.
Like, he happened to go to VSA.
Do you know? So in my second semester of college, we had CS 1301 together.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I saw Andy's name on the list, but he
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I signed him in.
Yeah,
And then I told him.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
he goes, "Oh, bro, I dropped the class." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. So I switched our majors a lot in school.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I remember I switched to CS and we did the class. And I was like, man, this is kind of hard. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't really give it a chance. So I just dipped. Yeah, I just switched. I was like, I can't do this.
Little did you know, Tony walked into the class like, "Oh, Andy."
Hey, don't worry, he dipped 2 weeks after.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Oh, no, you stuck
I
it out,
stayed,
right?
but I didn't do so hot.
The professor would be like, who signed in
it
Andy?
was
This guy
so
dropped the
hard.
class 2 weeks ago.
I don't understand. How does he keep signing in,
I
but he's not
signed
here?
him in like 3 days in a row.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And then I was like, "Hey, dude!" Like when I saw him at the next VSA meeting, I was like, "Oh, dude, I signed you in." He's like, I dropped." I was like, "Oh, fuck."
He got the credit still, even though
Yeah,
he
I was
dropped
like,
it.
this isn't for me. Dude, you gotta keep in mind, I also switched from being a exercise science major. So like I had all these science classes, and then I didn't have any like, I wasn't like a super tech person. Like
Yeah,
growing
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So I was like, this is all new to me, and I was like, I didn't really give it a chance.
You know, when I was moving, I moved houses recently.
Yeah.
I was cleaning out my room and I saw my college acceptance letter for UGA.
Okay.
Guess what major I was?
What were you like a nursing major?
Electrical engineering.
What?
Dude, no way, really? Dude, I was mechanical. I was mechanical engineering.
Driftmeyer? The college of Driftmeyer? Yeah.
I did a semester with like engineering major.
You was
It
an
like-
engineer?
It was like, congratulations on your acceptance to UGA. You are intended electrical engineer. And I was like, damn, I don't know what I was on in high school, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wait, so when did you make the switch? Yeah.
I made a switch from EE to CS my second semester. And then I was going to switch to exercise sports science because my parents were like, out of nowhere, they were just like, do what you want to do in life. And I was like,
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, that came out of nowhere. Because you know
Yeah.
how strict my parents are. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I switched to MIS because of I was good at CS, but not good enough compared to the other CS kids. And I liked like business a little bit, so that's why I switched.
Okay.
Mine was easier. I heard business school at UJ was kind of easy, and they had the highest paying jobs. So coming out of school, so I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
So
that was it. And then I don't know. I think throughout like all my whole time at UGA, like the whole career path, everything just worked out well, right?
Yeah.
Like getting into Terry and stuff like that. Apparently, it's like a really like hard thing to do.
Is it?
Terry
No.
College of Business is very, very, very.
The Terry
like,
College of Business MIS program.
Yeah.
That year.
couldn't
That-
tell.
That year we got in, like
Yeah.
like me and all our friends, it was like a 39% acceptance rate.
There's no way.
And so
I don't- is
I was like, what the fuck?
But I do remember him and all of them freaking out because they were asking me,
Yeah.
like, can I see your...
Yeah,
There was a test?
There was a test?
there's a test. I
Wait,
forgot what it was
what?
called.
Oh, I had no idea.
There's a
don't
calc,
remember.
there's a
There's
calc
no way.
test.
No, there was not.
There's a test. Yes, I remember the test because it wasn't hard, but it was like
No, we
scary.
know. Oh, okay, I do remember the test. But it was like you could retake it as many times as you want, right?
You could.
It was a general math class or something, right? Like
No,
math
no,
test, right?
no.
It
That
was
was
a
a math placement
it was
test.
actual like you take it like see how well you do, and you had to get a certain score.
Oh, no way.
And you could take it like multiple times to see if you get the best score.
Uh-huh.
But then everyone's like, "Oh, you might want to only take it once or twice because then it might look bad." So you're like, you're
I deleted the whole thing from my memory, bro.
I did. I really did. I totally forgot about
we
that.
all four of us, are back.
No, Phil behind the camera is also an MIS major.
MIS.
I didn't go to college.
Okay, well, MIS.
Yeah.
All four of us went to Terry and we all got in on first try. There's some people out there who don't get in until like the third or fourth try. Sometimes, if not even.
How was the essay for y'all? Because I remember writing
was
mine
easy.
15 minutes
Did
before
you
the
copy
due
mine?
date.
No.
No, you didn't.
I'm a great essay writer.
Yeah.
I probably copied everything else. Don't take my degree away, please.
No. Oh yeah. I did. You might cut that part. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I just no. I don't remember. I think I did remember freaking out
Yeah.
when I was taking accounting.
Okay.
Oh.
Because you had to take that before you got in, right?
Uh,
you apply to MIS.
Yeah, before you get into Terry.
You do?
You have to take
Yeah, you take all the
accounting
accountings.
and the MIST 2090. And then
Oh.
what's that statistic class?
Stat.
MSIT.
Yeah, MSIT 3000. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that class.
Dude, all these sound like calculators.
Yeah.
They very much. Or you use a lot. You use a lot.
No, back then, you know what's crazy? People still reach out to me like,
I hear you're a legend here.
for like advice for like MIS classes and stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, that's crazy. And I'm like, oh, you should go for this professor. And they're like, we don't see them. I'm like, damn, that sucks, bro. Good luck. Good luck.
That's tough.
Yeah. Or finance. Oh, finance was so hard.
That was really.
Y'all
hard.
didn't take any of these at like GGC
I
or
took
Primitive?
accounting at GGC.
Yeah.
I took accounting at UGA in the summer. That was a grueler.
You took at UGA?
I took accounting. I had it for 1 month.
Yeah.
I had it every single weekday, for like 4 or 5 hours.
Keep in mind,
Holy.
he was also cutting during this time.
Oh yeah, I was like,
was-
I just got a relationship. I was like trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
It was like a 900 calorie diet.
You dual enrolled to UGA?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh,
So
okay.
like you can take like summer classes like during like after the semester's over if you want to like. So I was already MIS and I was like, I don't want to stay at UGA for like 5 or 6 years because I already switched my major so much. So I was like, oh, let me do some catch up. So I took a summer class and that was not fun.
That sounds awful. Was like
really-
off like 900 calories?
Yeah, dude.
No, I did really good. This is my only time I ever like chewed my own horn. I actually did really good. I think I do
With
better.
the cut or the class?
Both. Well, like with the class, like I
cutting class, bro.
I think I did better under like that. I put a lot. I think I do better under pressure. So I try to put that pressure under myself. So,
Bro, do you remember when the first semester we got close? It was like final season, right?
Yeah.
So he would sleep in my dorm because his apartment was too far.
Okay.
He literally, I was studying for a test. He wakes up from a nap, gets up, gets my pre-workout, takes the pre-workout, goes to take his test. He comes back like 17 minutes later. And he's like, aced it. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I didn't ace it. Okay. I only needed a certain score to pass the test. I had this like okay, you know, like people have rituals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pregame rituals,
Yeah,
like
of course.
like superstitions.
Yeah.
For some reason, my thing in college was instead of like being like calm before a test or trying to not be nervous, I get super amped up. So I'm taking like
Like you're about to do like a PR for a while.
yeah, like I'm like working out. So I would take like pre-workout. I chug a Monster.
He
I'm
brings
doing-
chalk to class.
I'm doing the whole thing. Like I'm on like 600 like milligrams of caffeine like
Holy.
right before a test.
Yeah.
And I'm going there. I'm like dialed in. I don't ever check my answers. I'm just writing whatever's on the thing.
Yeah.
Submit and I'm gone. I'm out of there.
I still think to this day, freshman year when Andy taught me how to take a test, just take it.
He taught you how to take a
No,
test?
basically it was like, if you ever second guess yourself, you're fucked. I was like, what? And he was like, honestly, if it's not like a major class or something where you have to solve something,
Yeah.
if it's all multiple choice, if you have to second guess yourself, don't do it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I have the same
Like,
yeah.
approach to it because
Bro,
it's, like, it's either like you know it or you don't.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, listen, get it over with.
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing he told me was just take the test like first and just circle the one you don't know and literally guess.
Yeah.
And just
guess.
narrow it down. That's the best thing you can do. And honestly, I got my best grades ever since like my freshman year. Because my freshman year, I almost lost my scholarship.
oh,
I almost
Yeah.
did too.
I already
My
lost
freshman year.
mine by first semester.
I took chemistry. I took chemistry, and that's how I came to that. I took both chemistries, both gen chems.
Yeah.
And that's how I came to that like conclusion was
Oh.
because I got humbled. I got like 60s on every exam. Like
Yeah.
going to the final, I'm like, bro, I didn't really do a lot of studying my freshman year to be honest.
Okay.
I thought I was like that guy. Like
Mr.
like,
PR guy.
no, like I thought I mean like this is being me being completely honest.
Yeah.
I thought I was way smarter than I actually was.
Okay.
Because the high school I went to, I don't really care if any of the people there hear this, but they're all stupid.
Okay.
What
Like,
high school is that?
Camera again?
You want to list names?
It's like a brand new school. It was a bunch of like island kids who just like smoke pot all day.
Oh,
like,
sick.
You know, and then and there was like a few smart kids.
Yeah.
And I graduated like second in my class, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not try very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, oh, it's gonna be easy. And the only reason I got into UGA, like I don't think I've really told anyone this, but I'm pretty sure I got waitlisted from UGA. 'Cause I took the SAT once. I didn't really get like a super high score, and the only reason I got in was because if you graduate salutatorian or valedictorian, you automatically get into UGA.
You was a valedictorian?
No, I was second.
Oh,
So-
damn, dog.
Yeah, but again, a bunch of
Yeah,
not,
no,
not so smart people.
but you was him in high school.
Yeah, no,
And you played football in high school too, yeah?
Yeah, we were not good, and I also thought I was good, but I was not good.
No, but you was a scholar athlete though.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, so when I got to college, I didn't study. I thought I could do the same thing I did in high school, where I could like study the night before.
Okay.
And no, I was getting like 50s. Like
But I thought you did better under pressure.
I didn't put no pressure on myself. I guess. That time, that pressure, that crushed me.
Yeah,
Because I would
yeah.
go to the chemistry exams, and like they were multiple choice. Under pressure, multiple choice. I'm king.
Okay,
But,
okay.
but if it's you gotta fill in the blank,
Yeah.
oh, it's over.
Okay.
The math, like they was like,
Open-ended questions.
yeah, they're like we have 600 milliliters of nitrogen, 500 milliliters of chloride. Well, NaCl makes salt, right? But it's like measuring all that bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Too much extra stuff.
I don't know. Shout out to all the doctors out there, people that are going to medical school. You guys are
And
crazy.
dental.
No, but that's crazy because I had the same mentality going to college because I was like, I'm the shit in high school,
Yeah.
right? And then I went into it. I was like, yo, like this shit's gonna be a breeze. Like everything's gonna be sunshines and rainbows. And fucking no, because in high school all my classes were IB, so you can like write out your answer instead of multiple choice.
okay.
So then there's some leeway for you to justify your answer.
Yes, a lot of answers.
Yes, I could BS my answer, but like in college it was like boom, all multiple choice. I was like, oh fuck. So yeah, I didn't study as hard, and I lost my scholarship the first year.
College humbled me too because it was political science, I believe, and it was like I didn't go the first day, so I didn't know the syllabus. I didn't know any of the rules, right? But I passed all the tests. I got like 97s, 100s, 92s, right? And I was like, bro, this is fucking easy. It's like AP Gov all over again, whatever, right? There was like a mandatory like in person, like not lecture hall, but like you know how they have like breakout sessions.
Yeah.
I went to go see my grade.
You actually went to those?
No, I went to go see my grade.
Oh.
Right. And then she was like 73. I was like, what?
There's something wrong here.
That's impossible. I look
Yeah.
I look my grade. She goes, Tony, attendance is 20%, and I was like, what?
Oh, dude,
And then she was like, she said something. She mentioned top hat. She's like, you never answer your top hat questions. First thing I said was, what the fuck is a top hat? And I was like, what is that?
You just making up terms now?
No, I literally was like, what's top hat?
Yeah.
And then she showed me like, but the beepers questions. You know how they
Yeah.
take attendance and shit. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, what do I need on the final to like pass, right? She's like a 95. And I was like, oh my God. So I got A's on all the tests, but I got a 76 on political science my first semester.
Holy shit.
Holy.
Yes.
She didn't like. She wasn't like. Since you were so genuine about you did not knowing what top hat
I mean,
was.
to be
she wasn't-
fair,
she wasn't,
I was like, I don't think I was as genuine as I'm making myself sound like.
Oh, okay,
Because I
okay.
was like, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably her second time ever seeing me. Because it wasn't my professor, it was a TA. Because the TA leads the breakout sessions, and they were like, bro, you're failing. Like, you're on the line of failing. I was
Yeah.
like,
I fell asleep during
What?
my poli sci class.
it's so easy. But like,
Oh my god.
Did any of you guys like
Attendance.
sign up for like an 8 a.m. class, like starting college?
Oh,
because
yeah,
you're
I mean,
like, yo, I'm just used to this from high school.
my first class, Korean class, was my 8 a.m.
Oh, dude. So speaking of like why I'm so into caffeine.
Yeah.
is I
Korean
signed up
class?
for. I had an 8 a.m. English class because I didn't do well on the. You know, like you can take exams before.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you, like-
for placements or
Yeah,
classes.
placement, so you can get exempt for the classes. Yeah, this guy's actually got an AP exams. So I had to take it. I had AM class, and I remember I was like, I would stay up at 1 a.m. So
Yeah.
instead of trying to get as much sleep as I could,
Yeah.
I would say fuck it, stay up all night, just go to my class. That was like my mentality. I don't know why. I was like, instead of getting like maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep, you
Okay.
know, I should be like, I'll lay in my bed, brush my teeth, everything. Can't sleep. All right, who's up? And I go
It's
to
go
like.
time.
And lucky for me, like Cyrus had like later classes, so he'd always be up like late doing stuff. I would just go
Yeah.
like hang out with him or something, and I just remember just 8 a.m. just like this the entire time in class. It's like my teacher's like telling me like, "Andy, you good?" Yeah. So what did I just say? My bad. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Sorry. So yeah.
It was that small of a class where the professor would point
Oh,
you out for
English.
that
There was
shit?
like 20 of us.
I think
Oh.
all 8 a.m. classes were never lectures, right? Is that true? Because all my 8 a.m.
No,
were,
I think there's chemistry classes.
all my 8 a.m. classes were really like 30, 40 people max.
I don't know. I just remember having one at 8 a.m. and it was for fucking philosophy my freshman year,
Oh,
first
that's
semester.
really hard.
It was like all the way in North Campus. You had to climb the hill and shit
Yeah.
like that. I was like, yo, I went to one class. I was like, yo, I'm dropping this shit. Like, I'm not waking up for this shit again. Like, what the fuck I look like? Yeah, because they're all in there and like trying to read these dense ass philosophy books, like fucking to be or not to be. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna be, bro.
I heard philosophy is fucking hard.
It was stupid, bro. The
Hyunbin
class.
took
I had that
and it was
class.
hard as
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah.
The 8 a.m. one?
No, not 8 a.m.
I was like, yo, fuck this class.
Is that the one like North Campus, right?
Yeah,
Like way
yeah,
up
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was like inside the church or some shit.
I'll
I
never
had-
forget that class.
I had to fucking like use Dora the Explorer's map to find that fucking like class, bro.
That was one class where that's class where you know how I was telling you like college humbled me a little bit.
Yeah.
That class kind of boosted my ego a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh,
I walked in
I
there
got
one
humbled in
day.
that class.
I know. You must have had a rough teacher.
Yeah, it was
You
stupid.
taught like BSing, right? IB
Yeah.
how you BS.
Yeah.
Bro, every exam was like open book.
I didn't even make it to the first
open,
exam,
Like what do you mean you didn't make it? To
No,
the first
I dropped after like the second class.
No,
They
bro.
gave me like a list of like 16 books to read for the
Oh,
whole
wait,
semester.
what?
I was
I don't
like, yo,
do that.
fuck
I
this
don't
class.
read.
bro.
No, I had,
read.
dude, my philosophy teacher was, I don't know. I think like, like rate my professor.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I looked up like, what's the easiest class to boost my GPA
I didn't
right
know
now?
about any of that freshman
No.
year.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I just signed up. I was like, oh, this looks cool.
That's
That app,
also,
there was an app basically when we were in school where like rate my professor to tell you like who the best professors, who's the easiest class stuff. So we were, every person
Oh,
basically
is it
used
like
it.
the students rate the professor?
Yeah, they
it's
tell you,
literally
like-
all and you could tell when the teachers or professors would be narcs and rate themselves.
Oh, really?
Literally, there was one professor. I won't say his name, but he was a CS professor for the business school, and like literally one. Everyone was like, he doesn't explain. He's mean. If you ask him a question, like he always says, there's no such thing as a dumb question, but he'll be like, that's a dumb question. And I was like, damn. But that
It's
was
a trick
the
question.
only professor teaching that class at that time, so I ended up taking that class. And then there's one review, right? It's
Quite
5
frankly,
stars. It's like actually all these reviews are false. He's a great professor.
Yeah, his cock is huge too,
Yeah.
by the way.
Like, he just explains everything so well. And I was
How
like,
did you pass that class?
and like, it was funny because the class like made a meme. It was like, oh, he for sure wrote that. Like, we had like a group meet.
Oh,
That's
the
what
group
it's called?
meet,
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like, who do you think wrote this? Like, there's no way anyone wrote this. But
Yeah.
it was, I think a lot of things that we learned in college, it sucks because these kids or people going into college will never like get that. Like rate my professor or like what professors to take and stuff like that. They get confused.
I feel like kids now are like on top of that shit, no?
It depends.
right?
Because I was talking to a kid recently who asked me for help.
Yeah.
And he's so lost. And part of me was like, damn, that sucks, bro. I'll try to help you as much as I can.
Yeah.
Because I had so many like people helping me because like Phil was ahead of me, you were ahead of me, you were ahead of me. I wasn't that close with you actually, but
Yeah, he said I was scary apparently.
You were scary.
No, he said I was scary to him.
Did you not think he was scary? Did you not think he was scary?
No.
We never hung out
should we,
with him.
should we talk about how you and I met?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
Well, so that was, well, you were. He was dating a mutual friend who
Yeah.
I'm not really close with anymore, but. Hey, do you know this? Do you
Yeah.
know this? Well, okay, I won't say her name just out of respect. I thought Phil was really cool when I first met him. Thanks, man. I don't know what Phil thought of me, but I was like, oh, he's a really nice guy. Because
Yeah.
at the time, when I was friends with this girl, I was like, oh, Phil's really nice. Seems like they treat her well. They like hang out a lot, and he's really nice every time I saw him. So
And Tony's just shivering.
yeah. I don't know how you got that impression. Phil was
To
like
be
super
fair,
chill.
Timbers are shivering.
I don't know why, but I remember my sophomore year, like when they were talking, I was being friendly with Phil. And then when they stopped talking, I was scared of Phil for some reason.
I don't understand.
And then, and then out of nowhere, me and Phil got really
Did he
close.
tell you to dominate humbly too?
Yes, what a dick, right?
No,
No, I was wearing the Christian Guzman like the fucking summer shredding
The
shirts.
$10 hoodie?
dude.
Yeah.
So he and this girl stopped talking, and I won't go into details on
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened,
yeah.
but basically
Bitch.
Phil got screwed over. So
Okay.
I never saw Phil again. And then I was like, damn. So like, I don't think I ever like hung out with you again until you became friends with Tony, right?
Yeah. Because I started going over to his crib a lot.
Because I heard what happened, so I was like, damn, I feel bad for Phil. I was like,
No.
if he never wants to talk to our friend group again, I was like, I get it.
No, I feel so bad. Do you know what I did to him one day? We
beat him
went
up?
out like Thursday or Friday night, and we happened to see like Phil there and all of his friends there. We drink all night. And he's like, bro, we should totally get a workout in. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure.
I was like, yeah.
We exchange information and all that stuff, and then he like texted me the next day. He's like, you trying to work out? And I was like, so hungover. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good.
He flaked?
and then
So what do you think then?
no,
You're
and
like,
then
No,
you,
no, let him finish,
and then
let him
you
finish.
called me and you were like, hey,
Oh, wait, I think I know this
and then you're
story.
like, I came back early. Let's go work out. I was like, I bet. And then when I went to the gym,
You saw him?
I saw him.
I was
And
like,
at
this is
that
some
point-
bullshit.
At that point, I was like, oh fuck, I can't
Yeah.
talk to this guy ever again.
I went home. I was on my bed, like kick with my feet in the air and shit. I was like, "Yo, Phil, like I'm about to work out with this Tony kid. Like you know, he's so nice."
fucked. Dude, I
I
feel.
felt so bad.
Dude, college must not have been fun for you.
It was some bullshit, bro.
No, apparently he's telling me like June did the same thing to him. Like all our friends, we would meet him downtown and be really nice, and then the next time we see him,
Because
like,
they would black out and they wouldn't remember me.
I remember Phil.
Yeah,
Like they'd be like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And Phil's
Wait,
like,
didn't we work out together?
I'm sure. No,
I
I'm
think
sure
before,
we did
yeah.
eventually. But
My sincerest apologies, Philip.
yeah,
Oh
I'm so
my
sorry.
God.
Damn. So college, you were running up hills, getting fucked over by girls, and getting flaked on all
it
the
was
time.
quite the time, dude.
Yeah. Go dogs.
Yeah, I would do it again, honestly.
Yeah, but his senior year, we got really close. So.
Yeah.
So it took it 3 years.
dude, I was plotting a scheme for 4 years just to like get close with this
know.
mother, dude.
What was this, did you enjoy school?
Huh?
Did you enjoy college?
I didn't do anything like the first 3 years of college.
Because Tony kept flaking.
I was like, I have no friends.
Well, then maybe we should talk about, you know, is there anything you wish you knew before you went to school?
Well, for me, rate my professor. That's one.
Yeah.
So like check to see like which professors are good.
Yeah.
Two, like be humble. So like don't overestimate my abilities in like studying or whatever whatnot.
Yeah.
This is something I tell my sisters a lot too. Is like just like put yourself out there a bit more
Yeah.
and just try a lot of things. Because like I feel like I was like really closed off like the first few years.
Oh hell yeah.
Because I was coming off of like an injury too. Because I tore my ACL like summer right before college.
The same knee?
Yeah, that was the first time. Damn. So I was like recovering from that, going to rehab. So I didn't want to do anything. I was kind of emo. I didn't want to like go to classes or whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
And then after a while, like I started breaking out of my shell, starting like my junior and senior year, and that's when like I started opening up and like meeting that girl that I was talking to, and so I started meeting you, and then after that,
What a bitch.
Wait, how did y'all meet?
it was at
Rate my professor.
no, it was at a no. Okay. So
I agree with your statement. Let's link.
no, so our friend, my friend from high school, Michelle, she threw like a house party, and then like the girl came, and that's when I met her. Cause like we connected over beer pong.
Okay.
That's why you're so good.
Yeah. No, the thing is, me and Phil had a table in our apartment.
That's the reason we didn't go to class.
Yeah, no, we had a table, like a pong table in our apartment, like junior year, senior year. So then we would wake up every day and just like start shooting pong balls everywhere. There's just like we would get nuts, bro. Like we only put one cup there, and we were like, yo, we wake up and we just fucking start stepping back and fucking making that shit.
They were ready for parties.
It was nuts. Yeah, that was my party trick in high.
Did you
college.
ever go to the Lambda house in 2016 to 2017?
That was a very specific.
No, that was the best house. Do you remember that house?
I don't
It was
recall.
it was like a mansion.
Hey.
Which Lambda are you talking about?
Lambda Phi Epsilon.
Oh, okay.
L-Phi.
I used to hang out a lot at the Lambda Chi Alpha house.
Oh,
Oh no, this is the
girl
Asian
one?
frat.
Huh? Yeah, I'm talking about the
Yeah,
white
no,
Lambda.
this is the Asian frat.
It was. Oh, that house was amazing. It was the greatest house ever.
No, but speaking of that kid that you were like giving advice to, is there anything that y'all wish you knew before starting college?
Yeah, I think put yourself out there is definitely one.
Yeah.
Two. I know this is such a cliche thing to say, but like, be okay to fail.
Okay.
Because when I say like switch my major a lot, when I say I was like failing a lot of classes, like I was getting like a lot of C's and stuff, which like isn't.
C's get degrees, dog.
See, they do.
He
get
makes
degrees.
bank now, bro.
But
That's all I'm gonna
C
say.
do get degrees, but you know, like Asian expectations, like your parents, right?
Yeah.
So I put a lot of expectations on myself, and I masqueraded it as my parents.
Okay.
My parents don't give a fuck.
Oh.
I remember my junior year, I went home for Thanksgiving. I still remember this conversation I had with my dad at the dinner, like all my family's there, my sisters.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, do you really care what I do? He's like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, what? I never said you got to do like be a doctor or anything. Just
yeah.
do whatever the fuck you want to do.
He was like, you were out here like excelling in classes, like you with your lame ass nerd.
I was like, he's like, yeah, because he didn't have I tell the story a lot. My dad used to not talk shit behind. I don't want to say I love my dad, but
Okay.
he would tell my sisters like, yeah, I think Andy's just gonna go to community college or something. Like,
Okay.
Because I would just when I was in high school, I would just play game. Like all he would see when
Yeah.
he came home was me playing video games, eating a shit ton of food, like not doing anything productive.
Yeah.
Then he's like, oh, Andy's just gonna go to some lame school.
He's like, there's no way my
Nothing wrong
son's an
with community colleges,
overachiever.
by the way. I'm just saying, like, he didn't think I would go to actual like a good school.
Because he only saw like part of it. He didn't see like the
So
full.
he just he's
yeah.
like, he was telling my sister like, I'm surprised he even did so well in school. So, so yeah, I remember I was like, damn,
Yeah, trust the process.
exactly. So yeah, be open, be okay to fail. Yeah, put yourself out there, like dating scene too, like dating, be open minded. So
What about you, Di?
One thing that I tell a lot of kids, freshmen, even because even
old.
Yeah.
even being in like VSA and stuff like that is
Join the powerlifting club?
no fuck that. No offense, I'm a powerlifter now, but honestly, you'll eventually find your friend group if you just do the things that you love and care about.
Yeah, it only took me 4 years, but yeah, I found it. You know what I'm saying?
Kicked around, bullied, torn ACL,
just threw
Fine,
in
I
the
don't know.
dust. But like naturally it just comes, right? You meet a lot of people in college and not everyone's gonna want to be your friend or you get to be their friend. But naturally you give out good energy, you be yourself, people gravitate towards you. Like you gravitated towards me, Phil gravitated towards me.
It took me a while to figure out how to gravitate towards you, though. But yeah.
Like Nemo, Will, all those people I'm really grateful for it that I met from UGA because I did meet a lot of people in UGA and y'all know that.
You met so many people. You
He
knew
knows
everybody.
everyone. Everyone knows Tony.
But
I
at the
swear.
same time, I do consider them like my friends too. But these are like the people that I met and the people that like gravitate towards me that I consider like brothers or like sisters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I never thought that like I would meet that or get that coming into college. So naturally, just do your own thing and people will come to you. And a lot of the kids that I've not mentored but kind of helped out in the beginning, they're like, oh, like I don't think so. Like I think I got to move. I think I got to do this. You might have to, right? But at the same time,
Like, move where?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
Tech or something? I don't know.
Oh, like
Tech,
change schools?
Change schools
Oh,
and stuff
okay.
like that. but like naturally it comes, right? And every time like I mentor someone or I help someone out, they like come like when they graduate, I'm like, did you make good friends? They're like, yes, you were right.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just a testament of like what you said, putting yourself out there, and naturally when you do that, people will come attract.
Was there any particular like event or club or whatever that helped y'all make the most friends?
Him.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
met all your friends through Andy?
He brought me out of my shell.
Okay.
So going into college, right, I only had my friends from.
I feel like he gives me a lot more credit than I deserve.
No, I'm being serious. You know this.
Dude, you're him, dude. You're him.
No, I don't think I did as much as Tony. Well, my perception is I don't think.
Going into college, I had a group of 7 guy friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brothers, right? But only one of them went to UJ with me, Humbin. And then naturally, my first semester, I met 3 or 4 people that I could like call my friends. Christine, right? Isaac, JM. And naturally, it just kind of was like, I had this concept that was like, oh, these are my friends, I'm good, right?
Okay.
But naturally, and moving on forward, I really was like, oh, I'm really bad at making friends. I was like sad that like I couldn't be myself, right? Because I had that personality that people will always be like, oh, you have to like.
You're just too funny to be in one friend group.
Not like that. But
too funny to contain in
one.
one.
It was really hard for me to do that, right?
Yeah.
I would go to like, oh, bro, I went to KCM, like Korean Church Ministries.
What?
I would go to KCM. I went to KUSA.
Why?
I went through VSA, right? And at one point, I was like, I'm at all these clubs,
Why?
and I hate exactly, bro.
You put him in KCM to meet
No,
friends?
that's not mine.
That was
Who took him there?
They would just like,
I got kidnapped.
Kevin was like trying to make me meet people.
Yeah, I think,
And I was like praising God, and then like my Buddhist heart was like, dude, why are you here? And I was just like, I don't know.
Buddha pulled him back.
Yeah.
And then I like VSA was the reason why like I started like going out and started making friends, but it wasn't until Andy this is why I like emphasize like good people will gravitate towards you. Like me and Andy, we weren't really close. We were at a party, and I literally went up to him. I was like,
Yo, let's work out tomorrow.
No, I was like, where's your girl? And he was like, oh, we broke up. And I was like, oh, damn.
Oh, so I should have had a girl and broke up with her for you to.
Yes. And then we drank all night. And we
Okay.
got blacked out. And then we just kept hanging out. And then he kept going like, you got to meet these people. You got to meet these people. And I actually met good people. Like KP, right? Like, like that's like all those people took care of me. And I barely knew them. That's why I was like, wow, there's good people out there. And naturally, more and more just started coming.
Yeah.
Right? Sophomore year,
Shout out
Nemo,
KP.
Will,
Shout out KP.
So Kevin Pratchett.
and like junior year, senior year, I met Phil. Like, I'm so happy and grateful that I was able to meet these people. And the only person that was able, that like made me more open-minded was Andy. Right? Because he did do that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
how we got close besides like us drinking together?
He told you to dominate humbly and you started doing that?
Now, see, like that wasn't it. He was dropping me off from the gym at like 11:30.
Yeah.
And then he was talking to me about like girls, right? I think all good guy friendships form when you get deep, right?
Okay.
He was like, who do you like? And I told him who I liked. He breaks the car in the middle of the parking lot.
What was her
He
name?
Makes a U-turn. Don't worry about it. Makes a U-turn. And then he goes into like Kroger and we buy like 4 tubs of ice cream. And we talk till like 6 a.m.
Oh, I
But,
thought he
like-
drove you to the girl's place.
Like we just talked about like girls and like life and just like and I think that's like a true testament of like when you want to get close to someone, those heart to hearts just mean so much more, right?
That's true, because like you and I bonded over girls at Waffle House when I was like super drunk.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I still have videos of it. I'll show you later. It's so
Okay.
funny.
Oh, this is a spicy
You can
style,
actually add
huh?
a clip here if you want. You know what I mean? Right here. But yeah, and it's just like those conversations like just build upon each other. But yes, like the person or the people that like introduced me to like being more like who I am is probably Andy.
Yeah.
And Christine and my
Okay.
yeah, because they were like, go.
Yeah.
Like, even Hyunmin was like that, like go. Like you have to meet these people, and I'm like, I don't know. Like,
It's
I
crazy
don't
because
want
now
to.
I'm like home.
Yeah.
And I'm
Fuck these people.
Stay home.
But yeah, it's very like I'm really grateful, and that's my whole college experience is basically keep trying.
Yeah.
Don't be like me my freshman year, my first semester, because I was very much like you. I didn't go to class. I wasn't like I didn't go to
shit,
class.
That was such a good role model.
I didn't go to class. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. Like I
Yeah.
just stayed at UGA. And I was like, this is miserable. I hate it here. And then at one point, I was like, I love it here.
Okay.
So
Can we talk about like VSA a little bit? Because you were the president at one point in time.
Yeah, like external vice president, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and you were also like
I was the internal vice president.
Internal.
Yes. Not at the same time,
Oh yeah.
but we were both vice presidents. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so like going into UGA, what was your first like VSA like meeting like where you guys felt like, oh, like this club is cool for you to like continually go
Okay.
and like eventually be that invested into.
They looked in the mirror.
You want to go or you want me to go?
Yeah.
You can go.
Okay, so a little context. How I grew up, I'm very, what's the term? Whitewashed. So I had no Asian friends.
Okay.
growing
Same
up.
with me.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are like my first Asian friends.
Yeah. So like a lot of people I met, like KP, that Tony talked about, you, Phil, Taman, like, I mean, all I have is Asian friends now, right? But
Yeah.
growing up, I only had white friends, black friends, no semblance of Asian people. I thought that, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Asian people were kind of weird. At least the
They eat like kimchi and like
no,
like
not
lo mein
that.
and
Not
shit.
the food weird, but it's like the, like, I don't know. I think I was very oppressed of the idea that it was okay to like anime, like video games, like weird, like, things that I think American culture has kind of grown more open to, to. So I was like, oh yeah, like I was like this stereotypical stupid jock, I guess. That kind of was like, oh, like all that shit's lame, like just sports, everything, like.
Okay.
So yeah, so when I went to VSA, I was like, who shall not be named? That girl that
Oh.
She was the one who actually convinced me to go to
You're
a
lying.
VSA meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Her and Kevin Pratchett, like them two, kind of like pulled me and Cyrus in.
Yeah.
To our first VSA meeting, and I was like, I'm gonna say it was a culture shock.
Oh.
Like I was like, wow, there's so many Asian people here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like.
Was it off-putting at first? Like it just threw you off? Like
It did, like,
Yeah.
but then I would say like VSA, like once I get kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I'm very quiet at first, like very shy, like with anyone I meet. But once
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get to know the people there, or I feel a little more at ease, I kind of go like off the wall, so I start screaming. Like there's still pictures, I'm pretty sure, on Facebook of me, like the games that we're playing.
There's a video of him chugging wasabi. For
That
like,
was like later in VSA.
How do you chug
Yeah.
wasabi?
So someone made a bet with me. I think it was Kevin, but he was like those tube wasabis,
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
there's like those cheap, like you get a Kroger.
Yeah.
it's like the
wasabi.
horseradish ones. It's not the real wasabi.
I mean, it was pretty bad. It
Oh,
was
okay.
gross. But
Yeah.
okay, so he was like, if you eat this whole tube of wasabi right now, I'll pay for your Iron Age.
We made Phil do that in Chicago.
Yeah.
Did you do it? It's
Yeah.
gross, right?
No, but I did for money.
Oh, you did it for money?
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. So another thing, when I went to college, I didn't know what Korean barbecue was.
Huh?
I didn't, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. We don't got that. Like, if they did, it's like one of those, like, fake
Yeah.
combo, like, oh, it's combo, but it's really not a
Ah.
combo. You pay for it kind of
Okay.
barbecue.
Like Iron Age.
So when I went to Iron Age, I'm like freaking. I'm like, damn, they got. I'm like,
back then, Iron Age was good. Remember?
yeah.
But right now it's shit.
Okay, like, okay, not,
No. You take that back.
yeah, please. No, okay, Korean barbecue as a whole, I didn't know anything, so I went there. I was like, it's all you can eat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to. I can
There's
get
no
more.
combo? There's no combo?
Yeah.
Pro Depot, Star Depot?
Do you remember so the one in Athens? You know the other
Iron Factory?
Iron Factory.
Yeah.
That was my first Korean barbecue experience.
No,
quote unquote
bro.
Korean.
Yum sauce, baby.
It's not like D92. That was all you can eat. But Iron Factory, right?
Yeah.
Like $100, and you get like 2 slices of meat. Hopefully no one works there or owns that place. I know that place is nasty.
Iron Factory sucks.
That place was tough. Yeah.
So
I'm surprised they're in business. They're
So when we
money
went to
laundering
Iron
shit.
Age, I'm thinking because they have iron in there, I was like, oh, there's sister restaurants, and this place would be ass.
Okay.
Walk in there, I'm like, dude, there's K-pop everywhere.
Yeah.
You get free popsicles at the end. I'm thinking this shit's great.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. And I was like, damn. So I was like, where was I going with this story? I don't
Kevin
even know.
Pratchett gave you Iron Age.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he showed me Iron Age and stuff. So I was like, all that culture shock, everything.
Yeah.
Like everything Asian, it's hitting me all at once, and I'm like, oh my god, like what's going on?
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that was my first VSA experience. So there's like pictures of me doing like games, like all into it, like taking off like shorts without using my arms and legs or something.
How the fuck did you do that?
How do you do that?
Show it right now.
You showed them the turbulence, bro? Like they're fucking.
I think there's videos of me doing like a handstand against the wall and like shaking like my legs like back and
Oh,
forth.
so you was twerking on the wall. and shit.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to like take off my clothes, but there was like multiple layers. I wasn't getting naked in VSA. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to no crazy shit like that, but
Yeah.
that was my first experience. So it
So
was good.
what was was there any one moment that
Like hooked me.
yeah, like that made you like warm up to the experience? Because like everything was like new to you, right? So like
Yeah.
I feel like normally you would be scared off to like new things like that.
I don't know if there's one moment. I think it was more of a. It was okay. Like I felt like it was good to be Asian. Like I could be okay with myself being Asian.
Okay,
like, around
okay.
these people. Like I naturally felt comfortable. You know, like you can't really explain it, but when you're with certain people, you feel really comfortable and you just kind of be yourself. So I feel like that's. I was like, damn. I almost felt like I don't want to also sound kind of cringe, but it felt like home.
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
like where I was supposed to be, like around all these Asian people. So I was like, and it's not like didn't have any like white or black forms. I just like kicked him to the curb. I was like, fuck you, like only Asian people. But it was just, I was like, I naturally gravitated towards like other Asian people. So
Yeah.
yeah. so-
No, it was pretty hard for me because before this I was ghetto.
Keep that in.
Please explain. I need more context.
Even like Tony, like when we first met him, I had a 9mm on me.
Dude, he was like, we were at a campfire, and he had it in his little fanny pack, and he was like,
But that was probably natural for you, right?
What's
That
up,
was probably
y'all?
normal. That was a normal thing for you.
and I was like,
but you're like really
I was like, he's just gonna have it out like that, like, right now?
Yeah, he was like, "Hi, my name's Taman."
We're roasting marshmallows, bro. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm surprised I've never seen you because like when I was 16 to 21, I only partied in Athens.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably did see us.
No,
We
but
were
you
like-
probably went to like all like the other.
So the bars I went to
Yeah.
was Silver, Cloud, Hedges.
Hedges. I went to
I
Hedges.
went to
I
Hedges.
love
Yeah.
Hedges.
Like I went a lot. Like and was it like a family friend? They own like a sushi spot up there. The Korean Shokitini.
wait, your family friend knows that?
No. My family like knows like the people who like they're Korean.
Okay,
Yeah. So we would go there for like karaoke night and shit like that.
Unlimited
But-
sushi, right?
Shokitini's fire.
Yeah,
Unlimited, right?
I think
No. That's Utage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Utage,
Shokitini, I used to
yeah.
eat a lot of steak there.
You spoiled.
You
money having
So it's a
bachelor.
fancier spot.
The fancy where you take all the girls
Yeah,
on dates
yeah,
on.
yeah,
And there's like karaoke,
okay,
there's
okay.
second floor too and stuff. But yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I never partied with.
Yeah.
Because you never went to Jersey's
you never
or
went
the
to Jersey's.
I went to Jersey's.
Buddha.
I never went to Buddha.
Buddha's fire.
But I went to Jersey's a couple times, and there's actually a video of me. You know how there's like a kind of like a stage that you can go up?
Yeah.
There's a video of me with like there's like people surrounding me, and I'm like 17 years old, and I'm like dancing out of my mind doing the worm on the floor and shit.
Oh my god.
I need to see
Sounds
that.
like something happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then last time I went was Cloud.
Really?
Yeah, I went to play beer pong at Cloud probably every Saturday.
Cloud is the line next to Sake Mama, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I
Place is
think
fire. We went there on accident once.
the year that they won the national championship,
Uh-huh.
I went to every single home game at UGA.
It's crazy. You know, I never went to a game
Ever?
ever.
He didn't take you out to that?
Nah,
I
it
think
was
when I met you, I was
after.
kind of done.
Yeah, he
I
was
did the whole
done.
freshman experience.
Yeah.
We were ass. Shout out the dogs, though. You know what I'm saying? Want to go back to back. But no, we were ass. And I remember I was like, and I played football in high school. And then actually, I'm like, and then I started gradually not being so into football. I was like all about it. I was like, oh my God, UJ football, let's go. But
Yeah.
as I went, and I was like, I started saying like stupid shit like, damn, it's so hot outside. Damn,
It was.
Is it time to leave yet? Instead of like being into the game, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, it's raining. Do we really got to be here? So I would just like leave at halftime or like just
Yeah.
go. So I would go eat at Bolton. It's like dead empty, quiet. Everyone's like at Stanford Stadium. It's like roaring. I'm just like in a corner at Bolton just eating. Like,
This is so much
like,
better.
watching anime on my phone or something. Just like just sitting
He
there.
fully accepted himself.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So
I still haven't watched anime.
Really?
you never watched anime?
I feel like you would like it.
I
You could join VSA and then you can accept your
I watched
Asianness.
one when I was a kid.
Really?
It was called D Gray Man.
Oh,
okay, okay.
but that
I
was
feel like
what-
you would like it.
Okay? Besides Naruto, what's a good intro anime?
Definitely.
So HB was
That sounds
telling
really
me
good.
like Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
Demon Slayer will spoil you because after that you won't like
Well,
like.
to be fair, it's a good like.
You never really watched
Yeah, I
it.
never
like
watched
that.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
what
I
kind
don't
of
like
what
it.
kind of TV shows do you like watching?
I
Or
watch
is
a
it-
lot of sitcoms, a shit ton of sitcoms.
like funny stuff, right?
I got you.
So,
I got
we
you.
used to get Tama or some
what?
shit?
No,
No,
so that I've been like, I scrolled through my like TikTok reels or like my YouTube shorts or whatever, and I started seeing like One Punch Man, right?
Yeah,
And-
satire,
that one's good.
yeah.
And that shit's so fucking funny. So I just like started. I've never really watched a full episode, just like
You
part one,
should.
part two, part
Yeah,
three.
it's funny.
Muscles and Magic.
Huh?
Muscles and Magic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mashal?
Oh, okay, Mashal. Yeah, yeah.
Mashal's fun.
But I mean, I've watched like American like adult cartoons,
Like
like Bad Boys. I think that was called.
The Bad Boys.
the two cops.
No,
running
no,
from
no.
Miami?
What is that?
Will
What is
Smith
that?
and
No,
Martin
no,
Lawrence?
it's like they're all superheroes, but it's super fucking gory.
Invincible.
The Boys.
The Boys. I
The
think it was
Boys,
The
okay.
That's
Boys.
not a.
Wait, no, that one is actually that's not
a real
which
show.
one?
Is that like real
It's called, like,
actors and actors?
No, there's a I think
Omni-Man?
cartoon version of it.
There is a cart.
No, it's called Invincible.
Invincible,
Yeah.
right?
Is it
Yeah.
The
Invincible?
one where he's
I
Asian
don't
and the
know.
dad is
Yeah,
like
That
yeah,
beats his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Oh
Sorry.
shit.
But other than that, yeah, like the shows I religiously watch is like Modern Family, The Office,
How I Met Your Mother?
How I Met Your Mother. I watched The Office. I watched 12 times. Parks and Rec. I watched 9 times. I only really watched.
Which one's like your comfort show?
my comfort? Yo, so I have this weird thing is like when I want to watch.
Wait. Can I just stop real quick?
Yeah.
Is that why when we were in New York, we were eating chopped cheeses, you were watching Modern Family when we were drunk?
I don't know. I was
was
like,
like last
I was like
year.
high every single day of that trip. So like
That's how you do it.
So
Yeah.
it's really weird for me. Like it depends on what I'm doing. I have a show for that. So when I'm eating, I watch this specific show. When I want, but when I'm like not doing anything, just focusing on a show, it'll be something new. When I'm on a flight, it'll be like this different show. So when I eat, it's always The Office, and it's been like that for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And then when I shower, I put on Parks and Rec. I like leave the show
Ron
on.
Swanson.
So do you fall asleep to TV shows?
No,
You don't like need noise like to okay. Because I was gonna say my fiance is kind of like that where she doesn't watch anime or anything like. She's really into like sitcoms. Like she's How I Met Your Mother,
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
What else? Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Oh, Big Bang Theory. I have all DVD copies of it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
She
Fucking love
plays that. I don't even watch the show, and I feel like I've seen like every season because she plays it so much. I'm like, oh, I know what's happening.
No, I think
Yeah.
it's for me. It's just like shows. I like it when I can just click an episode and I don't have to really know what happened before.
Oh, I see. I see.
Oh,
So
okay,
like
okay.
one shows that like some shows I really like is like Black Mirror or like
Okay, that's-
or like Love, Death and Robots because each episode.
Oh, is that good? Love,
Yeah,
Death, and
yeah,
Robots?
It's
it's
its own
really
instance,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, but I like
okay.
it because like each episode is its own story.
You don't have to keep up with the
Yeah,
plot or
I don't
whatever.
have to keep up with the
okay.
plot. But I mean, if you watched every episode, there is like small things you'll notice. But yeah, I haven't really gotten to anime because I'm afraid like I'm gonna like just get super into it and then I just
Don't
never
be
get
afraid.
it.
You just gotta lean into it, man.
Lean into it a little bit. It's fun. I mean, you can just start off with. You don't have to do the basic like Naruto or anything like that, but
Yeah, those are too long. You can start with like the shorter
To be
ones.
fair, I don't watch a lot either. I read more. And when I read, I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like
No, but you're a hyper weeaboo though.
yeah. I read like when I read, I have my comfort show in the background, like How I Met Your Mother, or like George Lopez or something.
So
That's
is
what I'm
it-
rewatching right
Is
now.
webtoons like I know it's huge in Korea. Is it big in like Vietnam too for like Vietnamese
What do
community?
you mean by that?
Like,
But yeah.
you're one of the first people that's not Korean that I first saw. Like,
he's the one who got me into
Dude, I
webtoons.
love webtoons.
I didn't know. He's
Like-
I was like, it has color.
It's a little bit weird too because you know how you say you have comfort TV shows? I have comfort webtoons. So like I go back and read something.
He's Scrolls in silence.
You reread?
Yeah, because
I
like
can't.
like during COVID, right?
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know, like COVID was just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
shaky. I reread like 3 webtoons, like
Oh,
Girls of the
wow.
Wild. I reread
Girls-
Lookism from the beginning.
Oh,
in
wow.
Korea, like we grew up with it because most of the most famous dramas that come out of Korea are based off
Yeah,
webtoons.
basically, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, actually, I remember one more like anime shit that I read or something. It was called Gantz.
Gantz?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gantz.
Gantz, that's the one.
That's
hardcore.
Yeah, that's more like who people who are really into like
Yeah.
mangas or animes like
Yeah,
read
so
and watch.
I remember like my cousin introducing me to it, and I was like, "Damn, this is pretty cool."
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
super like I watched the movie and I read it. Reading it is so much more gory and like
Yeah.
so.
yeah. There's some
uh,
stuff they leave out. Yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, when I used to buy manga books, right? And I would go to Books A Million, I would read it, and the ones I didn't finish, I would like, Dad, can I please buy this? That's why I used to go to my room. I have some manga books, like 2 or 3 of a volume set. My cousin one day was like, why are you buying it? It's free. My 4th grade, my 11-year-old mind was like, this is free?
Yeah.
And I just went on a killing spree. I started reading everything, like Bleach, Naruto, and because the mangas would be ahead
Uh-huh.
of the published ones,
Yeah.
my mind was blown. Because I would wait for the English like serialization.
Oh.
Like I would go to Books A Million every month and I'd be like, oh my God, it's here.
Yeah.
But then Mikey was like,
I can read this shit every week.
yeah, Mikey
and
was
it's
like,
new.
Mikey's like, it's free. And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
It's like Weeb Disneyland, bro.
That really
Weeb
like fucked me up good. Because I
Yeah.
started reading so much. I started reading like Prince of Tennis, Naruto, Bleach.
Just go
One
down the rabbit
Piece.
hole, yeah?
Like it just kept going down, and I was like, wow.
I tried reading like a physical copy when I was in school a long time ago, but you know how mangas start right to left instead of left to right?
That's why you
I've been
stopped.
there.
and I'm
I've
like,
been
yo,
there.
this shit uncomfortable as
Yeah,
fuck.
I know.
This shit weird.
I remember strictly in elementary school, I would bring manga books for like, you know how like the elementary school teachers make you read?
Showing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she was like, that doesn't count as a book. And I'm like,
What?
it's M for 17, bitch.
Meanwhile,
And then
you
she
were
was
like
like, it's a comic, right? And I was like, no, it's manga. She's like, you can't read manga here, kid. I'm like, oh man.
It's got to be racist.
But yeah,
She's a bitch too.
yeah, you know. she's
Dude,
pretty much-
you know what's that TV show like what Fresh Off the Boat?
Oh, yeah.
Everything that happened in that show to those kids happened. I feel like it happened to me while I was growing up.
Oh, for
you
real?
think so? Wasn't that show like based in like the 90s and 80s?
Yeah, it's based off like Eddie Huang. Like
Yeah,
this
but
New
well,
Yorker.
I was like an early
but they,
2000s
they
kid.
changed it.
Oh,
Like-
really?
Like three or 2 seasons in, it's like not based off Eddie Huang anymore. It's like their own show.
Oh,
But in the beginning, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was like his dad moved to Florida, opened
Well,
a
I
restaurant.
don't know. Well, I grew up in like South Carolina, so I lived in China for like 6-7 years.
Were you born in China?
No, I was born here and then I got shipped back.
Oh, same, dude. I got shipped back to the motherland,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm saying. Got shipped
Yeah.
back. Learn the common language. School there is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In Asian countries, school is hard.
Oh, I was chilling, but yeah, okay.
No,
Vietnam must be
I was
different
like,
from China.
Okay, I would be equivalent to. I don't think China has like kindergarten or anything like that. But I
They
was-
start at like 8th grade.
Straight to calculus.
No, but dude, I took went to school there for 1 year.
Okay.
I was like 6-7 years old, and I remember I had summer homework. This is right before I left the country, and I was like so excited because I was like, they were like, oh, you're going to America to see your parents. And I was like, so I don't have to do the homework anymore? And I'm like, yes. So I left. But yeah, school's hard. I had school in the mornings, went home to eat lunch,
Yeah.
came back for like night classes.
I mean, that's like
Basically.
in Korea too.
Yeah.
I think Korea only has like 1 month of vacation. Like you know
Yeah,
how there's
yeah,
like 2
yeah.
months.
Taman's
of
right, yeah. Like, you don't have,
and then
like-
there's like a SAT like in Korea. The whole city will throw like a huge parade, and they have to stop all airlines from crossing on top of the
During the
schools.
SAT?
During like the SATs they
Yeah.
have, because basically that test will basically tell you like if you're gonna get into a company
Yeah.
or a college, or if you're just a complete failure.
Oh.
I didn't have that
There was
voice. Yeah.
There was it's like a video on YouTube. It's like English, like Harvard students or like people, normal English college students take that exam, and literally they're taking it. They're like, this is the hardest thing ever. They can't even pass the English portion of the test.
And then they did a whole another one where they gave the SAT testing to like Korean kid, and they're like, this is like middle school
they
shit.
finished like they
Yeah.
do so well.
They
on
just
it.
ace it, like
yeah,
all of them?
like instantly.
That's
And
nuts.
it's like really
School is
crazy.
I struggled so hard.
Like
Did you have the school uniforms? We had like exercise in the morning and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
group
Oh, yeah.
exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And school
all that.
uniforms are expensive in Asia.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
They're fucking expensive.
my grandpa used to wagon me to school.
Oh,
Like,
wagon you?
Yeah, because like he would have a little like tricycle thing.
Yeah.
And then like little like wagon on the back, and I would ride. Me and my sister
Yeah.
used to like ride in it.
I had to walk, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're barefooted, like no
I
slippers
stopped
or
walking
nothing.
because one day I'd walk home and
Yeah.
I got whipped by the bamboo sticks because
What?
like so like my grandpa would after school he would come and get us, right?
Okay.
And I stayed late after because I was like I guess I was an idiot.
Yeah.
I should have known, but you know, foresight into the future. But I like couldn't get recite or literature. So like in China we had to for English or for Chinese literature we had to recite like a part of a book,
Okay.
like a page, and like recite it to the teacher like word for word.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember like for the life of me. So I remember staying late and I guess like when I got out, my grandpa already took my sister home and not knowing that like he was gonna come back to get me. And I was like, all right, guess I gotta go. And I just started walking home.
Oh, shit.
And then I went back home and I just got my ass beat because my grandpa like was like all over.
He was like waiting in front of
town,
the
like waiting and looking for me.
So what the fuck is this
Yeah,
kid?
what the fuck? And I'm like 6-7 years old. But
Yeah.
that's another thing. Like I feel like growing up in Asian countries, I know people tell you it's not safe, but I don't know. I felt pretty safe.
I feel like I roamed all around a
Yeah,
lot.
I roamed a lot more like
Yeah.
in those countries, just doing like as a kid.
I used to go to like the PC cafes by myself and shit like that, and then just like chill for like hours.
Yeah. So
But yeah. Wait, you had a question earlier, didn't you?
I forgot. It's just memory of a goldfish, honestly.
We dove too deep into the
Sorry,
anime
yeah.
shit. Okay, so
Oh,
what the hell? His ears are blasted out.
What was your like first date spot at UGA?
My first date
Yeah, what
spot?
was your like go-to first date spot?
I know what Tony's is.
What is it? What is it?
No, wait. No, okay, maybe I don't know.
You know.
Barbaritos.
Nah. No, I think I do know.
Like what was like the romantic spot you took? Mine was whole deck. Top
Oh
floor.
yeah. Oh yeah. 'Cause I didn't know. I thought it was a trick question. I was gonna say like the back of his car, like picnic.
Whoa.
To look at stars.
Yeah, not like creepy.
Stargazing.
Okay, my bad.
Not the
Not trying to be
back of my
creepy.
car.
Context here.
He drives a white van with candy
It
in
was
it.
crazy. It wasn't even my car. It was my roommate's car.
Yeah. Or like yeah.
My
Yeah.
first date spot.
You really thought about that.
I don't think I had one.
Really? You just kind of just felt whatever.
I think I would just go over to the girl's place.
God, what
Whoa, this man's
Luigi.
No, but it's like
consensual?
Obviously.
yes. No, but she would invite me over, and then we would just like kick it the first time. But then like after that, that's when I would take them out to like dinners and whatnot. After,
Really? So the
Yeah.
first time you meet them was at their place?
yeah, no,
In
but it's like to watch
college, yeah.
anime or
In-
just like
yeah,
kick
in-
it or like hang
in
with their
college,
friends or
it's
whatever.
like that.
Really? Not for me.
But for me, yeah, I don't know. Every first date I had, it was like I had to work for it. You know
Well,
what
I
I
had
mean?
no one to teach me this stuff. I had to
had
like figure
to-
this shit
Okay,
out.
well,
I
I
was
didn't
like,
really. I mean, I don't really date. I didn't really date like that. Though.
Yeah, he met his fiance.
Yeah, yeah,
his like
Oh, okay.
like first
Well,
day into
we can
college.
talk about pre.
yeah.
Pre.
Did you have like a
fiancé.
specific spot for that?
Not really. I don't really think.
just
so.
depends, right?
It was just yeah, it depended. I didn't have a spot.
Yeah,
I also didn't do any of what you. I didn't do like the looking at stars, but I also didn't do kick it at someone's
You wanna
place.
go?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Because
though.
for me, I always find like an activity that we both enjoy, and then like we meet up and we just do it together. But it just
Yeah,
happened to
yeah.
be at her place. You know what I'm saying?
Demon.
Well, what about you, Taman? I guess what do you have a?
So you know how I told you guys I went to Athens a lot?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
So
here we
me
go.
and my close friend, we actually
Hedges.
we actually got a place in Athens just because we were going so much, right?
What the fuck?
So we got a place in Athens Ridge. Next to like was it River Club and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Athens Ridge.
wow.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah, so the townhomes over there. So our house, we had like the bedrooms had no beds. It was literally just like, so we just made it like a party house. So we just always had like, if we met girls on like Tinder or whatever, right? We'd just be like, hey, we have an open crib. You could just do whatever the hell you want here.
There's nothing there.
But we like, so the buddy of mine that I got the place with, his dad's like a billionaire. He owns like half of Athens. So like we would just bring them there, and then we also stayed at the Hyatt Hotel downtown a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
You was balling.
So we like
Different tax brackets.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
we drank. No, but we didn't pay for like my friend's parents did.
Oh, okay.
So we would have like hella points saved up. But at this time we were like 18, 19. So we would use fake IDs and just sit in the bar of the Hyatt Hotel and just like drink at the bar and stuff like that. But that was. I don't even know why I have a date spot in Athens. I didn't even go to UGA.
That's how lit you were.
Okay. I guess my question is, how did you? So I think I had a horrible time with dating apps. If we're on this subject.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah!
yeah.
Fuck
I
that.
I
shit.
don't know where all these people be like, get on Tinder, use Tinder. Bro,
That shit did not work for me,
I'm
bro.
swapping right on everybody.
You know, I did an experiment. I did an experiment.
You did?
Yeah. So my height, I'm 5'3", right? Go on Tinder, go on Hinge, whatever. I get some likes here and there. Like, oh, hey, blah, 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 blah. Maybe like 10, 12. I'm
Yeah.
like, this kind of sucks. Am I ugly? Am I not funny? Am I like, am my prompts not good? Changed my height to 6'1".
1,000 matches.
No, not 1,000. Like double, like 30, 50 likes. And I like average. And I was like, this is bullshit, man. I
Okay, so
hate this.
you know what I did? I made my height lowest as possible. Like 4'2" or something, and that would like open up the conversation. They'd be like, "Okay, so seriously, how tall are you?" And I'd be like, "Hey, why don't you just like let's go grab lunch, like find out."
I'll be right back. I gotta
Write this down.
All the messages are always the same. There's no way you're 4'2". Yo, how tall are
That's
you?
funny,
Like
that's
that.
scary.
And
And
I'm,
they
and I'm
go on
like,
my real one. There's no way you're 5'3". Oh, what?
Bro, I remember people telling me like, oh, you got to get a picture with a dog in it. You gotta,
That's why you have a dog now?
The dog.
that was, okay, so
you met your
there's like
fiance?
a golden rule, like something like your dog, you and friends, and then just a clear picture of yourself.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, I had a great time with dating.
See,
Really?
that's not fair.
Yeah,
Because they can smell my bullshit. They're
Dating apps was tough for
5'3",
me.
yeah.
Oh, but I was meeting like majority like white girls out there, and they're like tall. they're fucking tall.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so I would meet girls from like Phi Mu, KD, Zetas, whatever, and it got boring real quick. I realized that all of them are the same people.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, sorority girls?
it's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
shit. You want to do date night? You want to do this? You want to come to this date night? You want to come to this? Like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even go to.
But I got a
school.
crib at Athens Ridge though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Party house.
I'm
Oh, that's
surprised that there was an Asian house lit that we didn't know about, honestly.
But I was the only Asian person there every weekend.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, so it wasn't really.
Because, like, I don't know. I felt like we knew, like, we went everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, we just went to every party.
But we were cheap.
Remember, you took me to that Japanese dude's party? That was the first weirdest
dude.
That was the first weirdest party I've ever been to. I'm not even gonna lie.
Japanese
It
dude.
was the first real
You
party.
know what he's talking about?
Weirdest.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so weird. No offense if he watches this. My bad. That was the first time I was like, this is weird.
No, because I think the house was like some dudes. No, it was one of our friends' guys that she was talking
Yes,
to, right?
yes, yeah.
And she invited us over, and then that's what happened. It was
weird.
very. They were, like the guys were taking body shots out of like each other's belly buttons and shit.
Like, don't get me
That
wrong.
sounds like a fun time.
Like, he was there. This is when I was getting close with like Phil and them. And Phil, no,
Yeah.
So who knew them?
he did.
Was it just you who knew
no,
them?
I bet you Phil behind the camera also knew.
Yeah.
No, literally, I was like,
No, it was very vague. Like we were trying
it
to get
was
to know
like,
them
yeah,
better.
it was like, oh, come through. Like, you know when you like see people in class and shit, you'll come through to my crib, bro. We're having a little kickback. Oh, cool. We'll come. Yeah, we'll bring a handle. That was the first time where I was at a party and I was like, all etiquette I knew out the window.
yeah.
And I was like,
I was
what
like, should
what
I
is-
take a body shot out of Tony's belly? I don't know what to do.
I literally was like,
What are the
Was it
customs
just
here?
like three of you guys and then
Yeah.
those two dudes?
Yeah.
was Nemo there too? I feel like Nemo was there.
No.
It was
No.
us three.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
But
HP.
I
won.
want to hear HB's
You know what
perspective on
was
this
crazy?
party.
You know, we usually go to Hedges, Buddha, Jerseys. You know where they took us? They took us to church. Remember that bar? The gay
Churchill?
bar?
Oh yeah.
No, the gay bar?
No, I didn't know there was a gay bar in Athens.
It's like the right side of Athens. And don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
That's in front of like Shokatini.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. We
Oh.
went.
You guys go to Toppers at
It was
all?
pretty fun. I've been once. We went. It was such a new world. Like, I was like, can I get a Long Island? And they were like, nope. I was like,
I thought it was cool. It wasn't really my scene, but I was
yeah,
like,
right? No,
yeah.
but like, the drinks, they were really good. They're fire.
I think you remember telling me this story about the drinks being really
yeah,
good.
but I'm just saying the like that group of people that we went with,
Yeah.
that party, they were so weird. Like, it's let alone like taking a shot of Smirnoff, but taking it off your boy's belly button. I was like, yo, I don't know what.
I thought they were gonna make out after, but
Yeah, I was like, no. You know what confused me the most? I was like,
Am I gay?
no. I was like, what's going on here? Like, do I have to partake?
yeah.
And like their party favors, you know, like usually it's like chips and stuff. It was like lollipop. It was like a bowl of candy, and I was like, "Can we take as much as we can?" I had like 8 lollipops
Trick or treat.
in my pocket, and the security guard was patting me down. He was like,
what the fuck?
Oh, you're talking about the bar.
Yeah, on the right side.
I thought you were talking about that guy's house.
No,
that he
no,
had
no, yeah,
lollipops.
lollipop. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, and then you said security guard, and I was like,
No, no. The guy's house had lollipops.
oh, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was weird, like so weird. And part of me was like, can we go to Jerseys or somewhere I feel comfortable,
What
please?
was y'all's experience like first going out in Athens like?
It was amazing.
Because I was
That was
scared as
amazing.
shit. I was like,
I
oh,
was
this is so
scared
new to me.
too.
Like,
I also didn't know how friendly people could be for the dumbest fucking reasons.
what do you mean?
So first, first party I went to is this guy named Tony's. So
yeah. No, I
right?
got you. Yeah.
I get there, I'm nervous. I'm like, am I invited? Like, can I come? And my friend's like, yes. Like, it's a party. You don't have to be invited. I'm like, but I'm not. Like, I didn't get an
That was your first
invite.
party you went to?
Yes, January like 1st or 3rd or something.
Dang,
And then
that's
I
a
went,
day.
right? I get in there and I'm like, oh, happy birthday, Tony. He goes, oh, thanks, bro. What's your name? I'm like, Tony. He goes, we gotta take a shot together. And I was like, what the fuck? And everyone just drinks for the dumbest reasons.
Yeah.
It's like it's like how our friends act now. It's like we just drink for fun. And I didn't understand that culture.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun.
I had a blast.
Yeah. Like playing Pong, like shotgunning for the first time and spilling it everywhere, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're like party foul," and I'm like, "Ah, party foul."
What does that mean?
And they're like, "No, seriously, you're drinking more." I'm like, "Oh no." And then-
Athens was great. It was so cheap to get drunk.
Was that your first time going out in Athens?
Yeah, so I was about like 16 or 17, and then now thinking about it, the guys who took me, they were like 26 at that point. So
I'm calling the cops.
So I'm just like,
I'm calling the cops on
I remember vividly next to Hedges, there was a smaller bar where they give the slushies, the blue and the red slushies.
Yeah. 100 proof.
100 proof. Yeah.
So this guy, I get in with my brother's fake ID, and then this guy was like, "Hey, you want a blue motherfucker?" And I was like, "What'd you say to me?" And he was like, "It's like $10. It's Everclear in slushy." And I was like, "What's Everclear?"
It's Everclear?
Yeah.
I think it was
The
strong.
blue
It was
mo-
strong as fuck.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
$10 blue. I think blue was Everclear, red was something else.
It was strong. It was strong. I remember being very
Super
strong.
He was like, you just need one of this, and then you just get a couple beers at Hedges next door. And I'm like, okay. So at first I'm like, this shit's disgusting, but it starts like numbing your throat because it's Everclear. So I just
Everclear.
so I keep drinking that blue motherfucker, and I had a blast. And then I just remember ending up like sleeping on some girl's like dorm couch while my friends that were like 26 were like sleeping with them in their rooms.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, but it was probably like junior year of high school when I first went.
Junior year of high school? I was studying for
Yeah,
my
man.
AP exams.
That was nuts. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, I didn't drink or anything in high school. I was until my senior year, like last day, like the last party of like senior year.
Like a graduation party.
Yeah, kind of like where all the and everyone's like, I was like the whole new world. Like I was that kid, like stereotypical kid that was like, I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna smoke.
I was like that.
Yeah,
Like until
yeah.
college hit.
Yeah,
dude.
until college. Yeah. So then, like when I finally did it in high school, I was like, smoked weed for the first time, like drank, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is great. I was like, this is fun. In college, I think my first time ever going out like in downtown Athens was because I had a childhood friend that I used to have a crush on.
Okay.
Like some white girl that she went to school in South Carolina. I don't think she's gonna watch this podcast. I don't care. But and she was like, "Oh, you trying to go out?" I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" What the fuck? I was like, "Let's go."
It's lit.
I remember Kevin Pratchett. He had white. Shout out my man KP. This is what I know. Is my dog. I borrowed his white Vans. Let's just say we never saw those white Vans again because I remember I got so drunk that night. I went into like the bushes, like when you know the street coming back into campus.
Yeah.
That long street, and you walk down like it's like up that hill, like where Milton is.
Yeah.
The walk of shame makes it for a lot of kids. Yeah.
Down all the way across,
Yeah.
you pass like Amos on the right and stuff. Yeah.
So I really had to pee. And I was just so drunk, so I stepped in the bush and I peed whatever, and it was just like whatever long night. But I remember just going back to the dorm, and the shoes were like dirty as fuck. I remember like cleaning them for him, and it just wouldn't come out. So I was like, my bad. So I just like Venmo'd him.
Damn.
I was like, damn. I paid him back for the shoes.
White
I was like,
Vans as bar shoes
yeah,
is
that's what I was saying.
crazy.
I didn't know it was my first time going out. I didn't know how to dress. I was
Yeah.
like, I had like I dressed. I'm telling you, white boy as fuck.
I dressed up like I was like ready for graduation.
I had a dress shirt on. I had the 5-inch khakis,
Yeah.
like Vans. I'm thinking like I look cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, I'm like, damn, you just need to wear a
We look
t-shirt.
stupid as fuck.
Like chubbies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, chubby's basically like this stereotypical like white boy or like frat boy outfit. I had that on my first time out.
Yeah, I had no idea, bro. Well, wait, okay. Were y'all scared to order your first drink at the
Hell
bar?
yeah.
Hell yeah, I had someone buy for me.
fucking yeah.
I was like, so, what do I get?
No, I think
What's your favorite drink here?
as soon as I got in through security,
Yeah.
I mean, because after you get in, the bar's not gonna like ID you.
Some do.
Well,
Some do.
there's some bars that are like under where they'll put an X on you and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But after I got like going through the security, I was like, okay, I'm in the clear.
Oh my god, I also had to pay a cover fee. I think it was like Hedges, you know, like sending
Oh,
me
yeah.
covers.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he said, that'll be $10. I was like, bitch, what? I was so mad.
What tilted me was after you get past the security, I thought he was charging me because I was underage.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I was like, I'm 21. And he was like, $10. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, all guys. I'm like the girl I had a crush on, whatever I liked. She like walked in like for free. She dragged her brother in, so I was like, fuck. So I'm like, and I'm like,
She left you out there?
yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Damn.
right? But I was like, damn. So all of them are in. I'm like, $10. I'm like, fuck. So I
Yeah.
pulled $10 out of my pocket, whatever, and paid him. I was like,
You paid for that shit?
Yeah, I was like, there goes my lunch money.
No, I was like off that college budget. I was like, no, I can't fucking pay for these
No,
covers of
I
drinks.
had to do it, bro. I had to do it. So I all my money, there goes. The whole week's groceries done.
Damn.
What's an alcohol from college? To this day, you still can't drink because college just fucked it up for you.
Fireball.
Svedka.
Sky Vet, yeah, Svedka or Sky
Crown
vodka.
Oh
Okay,
no,
Crown
Taka,
Apple.
dude. Taka
Taka,
vodka.
Taka.
Yo, we had that at Friendsgiving. Who the
Yeah,
fuck
that
brought
was
that?
crazy, right?
I thought that was for cooking.
What's Taka? That,
It's
It's like the bottom tier
It's
of
like
vodka.
$6 vodka.
like a plastic bottle of vodka.
Yeah, it's like they give it to you for free. Like they pay you to drink it. 'Cause that's how bad it is.
It just tastes like pain.
Yeah.
Like-
Svedka is the one in the
It looks
yellow pink bottle, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of the flavors. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like a.
oh my
yeah.
God.
Svedka, like Svedka, Smirnoff. They're all the.
Sky vodka.
Smirnoff, Svedka.
Do you remember? Were we friends?
I don't know. You tell me.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was like we were going to a Halloween party. It was like a BYOB,
Okay.
and we had this big bottle of.
Was it when you
Svedka.
were wearing the bunny ears?
Yes.
I think I was there for that.
And then it was like a big bottle of Svedka, but we were like, it wasn't like full. It was like half. So we got like 3 different types of alcohol that we weren't finished. And we put it all in one and we shook it up. And we brought it to the party.
You made a potion?
Yeah. We brought it to the party.
Mixed?
And these people were like, they're like, oh, like, yeah. And
That's
then
lit.
my friend was like, oh, like, did you bring that? I was like, I grabbed him. I was like, don't drink that. And then everyone's like, this is really good. And I was like, what? Let me try it. And I tried it. I was like, and I was like
He did a spit take?
Me and Nemo were like, you guys are fucking alcoholics. I was like, that tastes like gasoline, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was
you know,
so funny.
Dude, you know what's crazy is like in college, we thought drinking all that, what we think is like shit alcohol back then. Like, remember how we used to like, you had to bring a bottle to a party, right? Yeah. We would all split a bottle.
Yeah,
You think about how cheap they were?
Yeah.
Like $10 were split between like 10 people.
You know,
It was that college budget, bro.
You know, I resold. So my cousins would have parties, and this is before I went to parties.
Yeah.
So my cousins would have parties, and they'd be like, "Hey, do you want this alcohol for your dorm or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it, sure." Like Eric would give it to me.
Yeah.
I would have it in my dorm, right? And then like people would come to my dorm, like him would bring people. This is before I was social.
Yeah.
They would be like, "Oh, you have alcohol?" They looked at it like it was like an oasis in a desert. They're like, "You have alcohol?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "We'll buy it off you." I was like, $10? Just give them like Smirnoff Apple, give them like, and every time my cousins had a party, I was like, I'll take it.
That's crazy.
I remember like when my friends were freshman year and I didn't go to school. They texted me be like, "You have an ALK plug?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the fuck is an ALK plug?" I thought that was so weird. There was like a video that went viral of like someone using a subway card at Hedges.
I wouldn't even doubt it. It's so
Thank you, bro. Keep going.
Yeah.
I forgot one of our friends, they got their ID taken because he was like, "Where do you live?" And he was like, 123 Main Street. He said it so fast, like he memorized it. He goes, "Bro." And then he was like, "Please."
42 Wallaby Way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only time I ever got really nervous was when I was trying to like buy Juul pods at Cloud9
Why?
because I was smoking Juul
Oh.
back then. Yeah. At that time, I was fucking shaking out of my boots.
Yeah. Dude, what was it? Also, like, Taman probably scarier for Taman because he's way younger. But like, whenever the people come in, like, you had like people you didn't know, but it like spread like, yo, cops might be doing a sweep, like at the bars and that.
yeah.
It'd be like, oh, they're doing sweeps. I'm
Yo,
like,
actually, I've never had that experience.
I never have it happen, but I just had people like come in and warn like
Yeah.
everyone.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
I've never even heard
You just see
that
the
before.
bar clear out, like
Oh,
the entire like start
really?
clearing out because everyone's like scared.
Were you there for the 2017 post like party?
What are these dates?
Where?
Who are you citing
We
right
were-
now?
Yeah, at someone's house, right? And like all our friends were there and everything. And then the cops came, and it was like this was like one of my first like ever like college experiences. The cops came, everyone ran. Like all our friends just dipped.
Oh,
You remember, right?
Okay, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking
Oh,
about.
everyone ran to the woods, right?
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
Kennesaw?
No.
Did that Kennesaw?
It was.
Cops came at Kennesaw. I remember.
I
no,
remember
this
the cops
was
came to
in
Kennesaw
Athens.
too, but we weren't that scared. We just left. Like,
I think I knew what you're talking about. I think
No, this was on like it was a house on the east side of Athens.
yeah.
okay. I think
Yeah.
I just know when the cops came, everyone dipped.
Yeah.
This was the first time I was like scared and happy. I was like, oh my God, this is college.
Yes,
I
I do remember
remember we just all ran into the woods, and this guy, he was like 17. He came from Peachy Ridge. And he was like, Hyung, I'm scared. I was like, bitch, I'm scared too, but don't fucking follow me, dude. You narc.
I think everyone ran and then everyone got picked. Like everyone was just
Everyone
like calling
just-
Ubers,
yeah,
like
yeah.
just like 5 miles, like 2 miles down the road. Yeah.
Tony's like, this is just like the
Miles? Y'all
movies.
ran for 2 miles.
We ran.
Oh, that's like exaggerated. That's exaggerated. But everyone dispersed. And
It was
then,
like a
they just called
neighborhood
Ubers.
down the street. Yeah.
Okay, gotta go run a 5K.
I probably did. 2017. That
Yeah.
sounds like something I would be part of.
We just dipped, bro. And
I
was
freaked the
just like-
fuck out. I was like, I just got here. Like, what the fuck's going on?
But yeah, my first UJ party, I don't know how I got home to this day. I've been asking people,
I don't think I've ever blacked out before.
and I just don't know how I got home.
You know, I try to black out. I physically can't. Like my body starts like regurgitating the alcohol, and I just throw up a lot
It's like I'm
before I
blacking
get
every
there.
day.
Oh, it's because you throw up.
Yeah, 'cause
there's a sweet spot.
No, my body forces
sweet
me to
spot.
like pull trig.
Oh, fair
Like
enough.
I throw up like after a certain
yeah.
point, and I'm just
Fair
awake the
enough.
whole time.
Sweet spot. You do experiments? Like,
Yeah,
how
what
you-
Yeah, some days I brown out, some days I black out, some days I just go to sleep.
I haven't thrown up from drinking so long, and the first time was at Tony's house like few weeks ago.
Hell yeah.
I love you.
Even HP called me the next morning. He was like, "Dude, what the hell did you drink?" Because that was his first time ever seeing me like black out like that.
Yeah.
I still don't know. Like,
I changed him.
yeah,
I
You're like
changed him.
underwater.
I'll show you the
bro.
videos later, but it's terrible.
I like
God.
undressed him and I like put my clothes on. And then
I woke up like butt ass naked.
No, we were trying to put some shorts on you, and you stuck both legs
he
into
stuck
the
both
one
legs in
panhole.
one, and I was like,
So it's like you were wearing that shit like a dress.
What'd you
Fine.
drink? Do you remember?
It was soju.
It was water.
And I drank a lot. I mean, it was with Phil too. We drank a lot of vodka.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you also throw up?
No, I was chilling.
It was
Yeah,
so
I don't know
funny.
why. Like,
I'm
how
good
I
at
got
pacing
that
I don't
myself.
think
far.
I've ever seen you like really hammered. Right?
Yeah, because I'm always the
He
one like
throws
taking care of
up.
the people.
He also throws up.
yeah,
Like,
like I'll go throw up
yeah.
by myself, and then I'm like I gotta take care of people.
If he's really hammered,
What's he
you
start
can, you
doing?
can tell. I don't know.
No, me and Phil have stayed up to like 9
just,
a.m.
like-
Okay,
once.
how do people tell? Since I haven't like, I guess partied with y'all before. How do people tell when y'all are drunk?
When I tell Phil I'm driving him home, he goes, okay. Usually he's like, I'm good. But when he's really fucked up, he knows. So I'm like, hey, I'll take you home. He goes,
It's usually all like this. Like, everyone's just saying, "Yo, I love you, bro."
yeah, we start saying I love.
no,
you.
Taman starts having the hiccups.
yeah, Taylor starts having
really?
the drunk
You're like,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're like out of cartoon, bro. You got like the little like fucking drunk bubble coming up.
Oh,
It's
really?
funny because Andy drinks more when he's drunk. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he just like once he gets like one
It's
or two
demon
shots,
mode.
in,
Yeah,
he's
it's like
he's like, let's go, and then like out of nowhere he'll just be like, I'm going home.
Yeah, I go. Like I'll go. I remember.
my powerlifting meet.
Oh yeah.
It was after my meet. We were at Glam, and he's about to leave. He takes one, and he just takes like 3, 4, 5 more. He's like, yeah. And then he grabs me. He goes, hey, I'm about to go home. I'm like, okay, fine. Go.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not like drunk when I'm driving.
Yeah,
There's like
he's
some
sobered
time to
down,
lapse.
yeah.
I don't want people to
It's
think
like
I'm
his
just.
testing pre-ritual. He gets
Yeah.
amped up for it.
Yeah.
Finishes the test. And
No, I have like a very like high climb up, and then I just
You just crash.
quick like fall down.
Oh.
Like either I'm like throwing up everywhere,
Yeah.
or I'm done.
It's
Mine's
the
very
worst
gradual.
when you lay down in bed for like right after you drink. You
Yeah,
just get
yeah.
the spins like crazy.
Oh yeah.
That shit's the worst.
I don't know. I think like getting high. I can't get high anymore. I took a gummy like a few months ago, and I had that same like spinning. I lay down in bed because I like took it because everyone's like, "Oh, it helps you sleep."
Yeah.
I had the
Edibles
worst-
are like, it's insane.
I had the worst sleep ever. Like
You green out. You get the worst spins.
You just turn into like a vegetable or something.
Yeah, I don't even like take like I smoke every night to sleep.
Okay.
And I don't even like take edibles.
yeah, I took it because I thought people were telling me because I was having a hard time sleeping. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, take this to help you sleep." No, I regret it so much.
They didn't want to say melatonin or some shit. They just went straight
Dude,
to the
okay, y'all need to tell me about this. I think I've taken melatonin once, and it didn't help me sleep at all.
Really?
Y'all need to tell me the trick. I took it in Charlotte. But,
It helps. I don't know how to.
I took
Melatonin
a-
gives me the
Well, I don't
weirdest
take it
side
because I sleep
effects.
great anywhere. But
Yeah. So
I've heard from friends.
when I really need to sleep, I do take like the serving 5 milligrams,
I think so, yeah.
and it's knocks you
I get the
out.
drowsiness.
But-
Like I feel drowsy,
But it feels. I think melatonin. The only thing I don't like. If you do get melatonin, you have to get the instant release one because there's a normal release one, and sometimes when you wake up, you still kind of want to sleep,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm like,
you're-
damn,
you're,
like shit.
Y'all
But-
groggy and shit.
I hate the side effects. I have the weirdest side effects
Yeah.
with melatonin.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
weirdest dreams.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dreams are really weird. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but I just don't like it.
Or another
like
side
it.
effect I have is I'll wake up in the middle of the night,
Oh,
and melatonin to me is like Viagra.
What the?
No, like every time I take melatonin, I'll wake up in the middle of the night
hard
with like
dick?
with a boner, and it
Oh,
will
how
like for the
romantic.
god of me will not go down every time I take melatonin.
So now we know.
Come over?
He's hard. He poops. He's hard.
Yo, that wasn't part of the podcast.
I'm just gonna, when he's drinking, I'm just gonna, yeah. What'd you give me? Melatonin.
Just you wait. You stop it.
4 a.m. Stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to like the whole college stuff. Did you guys ever had a hard time like balancing school life and like, like social life?
You asked me this in college, I would have said yes, but really looking back, no, not at all. It was so like,
MIS major.
it was so easy.
Fair enough.
Like, if you really think about it, like, yes, there were some classes that were hard,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we managed it pretty well. We went out, we had friends.
I feel like I chose not to balance it. I just did all social shit.
Yeah, I feel like. Well, I think first 2 years I was definitely super social. And
Yeah.
then whenever the whole like, you got to get an internship thing happened, and I was like 4 months in, and I couldn't get like an interview or
Yeah.
anything, and I was like, okay,
Time to lock in.
yeah, like I gotta get my shit together. So
Just the idea that like there were like there's like 100,000 kids graduating with the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
You just have to do something different. So
I actually don't know why I never knew. I actually never thought about why I stopped going out as much or like social. Like
It just
that.
kind of happened.
Yeah, that's
fucking wife.
okay, but see, but that's the misconception. I gotta put that out there. Everyone, I think a lot of people assume that Vivian or she doesn't let me do stuff or she doesn't like going out or anything. It's more me. I come to realize like I'm very introverted like naturally.
Oh.
Like I like being at home.
It did come out for like the big events though.
Yeah, like it's like big events. I'll
So
go
when it
out.
counts.
Yeah, when it
Yeah,
counts.
like social battery.
Yeah.
You get me for like that exhaust the battery for
Yeah,
the month
yeah.
and I'm done. Like,
But you get him though when he's there.
yeah,
Like,
you give me like all of me. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm all the way there. But yeah,
Yeah.
most of the time I'm like
Once it's drained, it's done.
Yeah, I'd rather be home.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Your calves are huge.
Look at the vein. Show him the snake.
It's
Yeah.
not really out right now.
You can see how big of a social battery he has through the veins.
Dude, I don't know why.
Yeah, that's where his charge port is.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that from my dad. I don't know. So.
It's just an Asian thing, dude. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like the Asian
No,
calves, man.
you ever met Asians with no calves?
No.
I've seen them all the time.
Really?
No, you have calves.
No, you got calves, bro.
No, I'm
There's
talking
some
about
people
like,
where it's like just stick.
yeah, it's just there's Asian guys out there, no calves. But
Dude, couldn't be me, honestly.
On God.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
Well, we hit about an hour and a half mark, and first off, I just want to say thanks to our guests who made time for us to come out
of course,
here.
it was fun. It was fun.
It was fun, a lot of reminiscing, a lot of nostalgia, and I don't know. I feel like I at least personally, I had a great time on this
Yeah,
podcast.
for sure, I did too.
It was okay.
You about to get me ghetto again.
Don't make me put that melatonin tonight.
Whoa. Is there anything else that you guys kind of want to say or like leave off with? Like you can't say no.
Well, I can't say no.
No, you can't say no.
Okay.
You got to say something.
You want to go or?
I don't know what to say.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you for Phil and Taman for inviting me on to the podcast and Tony for coming on the podcast with me. This is definitely something that's brought me out of my shell. Definitely was doing something I'm not comfortable with. So
But thanks for coming on, man. I think you did great.
thank you.
Yeah,
I do this bi-monthly, so.
Yeah, we're gonna start signing Tony for checks or whatever for every episode that he comes on.
Yeah,
but
but-
any final like advice or anything for kids that are like in college or starting college? Any like last remarks?
Good luck.
Good luck, bro.
Enjoy it. I know everyone, this is very cliche. Everyone says like, enjoy these years. It's going to go by fast and you're going to wish you were there. I'm not going to lie. Some days I wish I was back, right? In the sense that like, we can do whatever we wanted. Like we want to go to class, we go to class. We want to play basketball, we play basketball. We want to work out, we want to party, we just do it. But now we got to like plan stuff. It's like, all right, on this day and this hour, we're going to be doing this. But back then it was just like, do this. Let's do it. So enjoy it. And it's going to be the best 4 years of your life.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I would say have fun and whatever you do, whether it be partying, social life, school, books, anything, do it 100%. And So was it Friday Night Lights? They say clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. So yeah,
That was deep.
So definitely just take everything on head on. So whatever you do.
Okay. All right. With that, is there anything you guys want to plug your socials or anything?
Oh, hell no.
Your LinkedIn,
really-
your LinkedIn, or
Oh, LinkedIn. Oh, I need some followers there. Hold up.
I actually got 1,000
Yeah.
link connections. So
Okay.
Yeah, if you, Andy Nee on LinkedIn, if you need a job or career advice, I'm there.
Anthony Vu. There's.
oh no, not you.
Oh.
Mr. Thousand over here.
And that's the end of Levity podcast. So.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on again, and we're the Levity Podcast, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.